Welcome to the Arsenal show. We are live and it's the post-match reaction of Arsenal's 3-1 victory against Manchester United. I'm joined by Garth from the Man United show. How you doing, Garth? What's your thoughts? How are you feeling? Yeah.
I'm in all black because that's the end of my football club today. It's the end of this season, definitely. That season's dead now. But I'm in mourning because we've got nothing on that pitch. We should have beaten you, like we should have done. Like the chances we had, but like I said to you beforehand, shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't.
So you're saying you feel that Man United should have had that other penalty on Elanga, was it?
No, the handball for me is definitely a penalty.
The
first handball, the one, was it Cedric who fell down in the box and that one?
Oh, that one.
The Elanga one.
Yeah. Where you scrambling.
Yeah, the Elanga one, I agree with what Nathan said in the watch along, which is anywhere else on the pitch that is a foul, but we know that's not. You can't give a penalty for that.
It just too soft. It just felt too soft, didn't it?
Yeah, you cannot give a penalty for the Elanga one to start with, even as a Man United. You know what I mean? And Saka, that was a blatant penalty all day. So I don't want to be like that's a blatant penalty, the one that he got. But yeah, bad game for another bad game for Man United. So
yeah, and we're joined by Nathan. How you doing, Nathan?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good. It was a nice game to watch. That great football on show there. Defending was at the highest level, and finishing. Can't really complain. What a game! What a match!
And we're joined by Steve K. How you doing, Steve?
That's the most generous I've ever.
Do you just want to rewind back the preview and just play that because it just went exactly the way I said it? So, but absolutely brilliant, mate. Great result. First, I want to say big up to Cristiano Ronaldo. I thought he was fantastic today. Thoughts go out to his family and that great little gesture by Arsenal. But back to the game, yeah, I thought it was a bit worrying. There was a point where I was thinking this is going to be 2-2. It's got 2-2 written over it, but just Man United lack the punch. They haven't got the drive. They haven't got the push, and they need some serious work in the window. But we were fantastic. There were a few hairy moments, but overall, over the moon, mate. I said it would be 3-1. It was 3-1. So, yeah, I'm over the moon.
All right. So we're going to get onto the player ratings as well. All right. Let's get to it. We'll start with Arsenal. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale today. Steve, what's your thoughts?
He was a bit shaky at the beginning. His distribution wasn't up to what I would call Aaron Ramsdale's standard. But, I'm not going to put that against him because for the whole season, his distribution's been excellent. He was called upon a few times and he made good saves. So a little bit of a mixture from him today. But I'm going to give him a 6.
All right, Aaron Ramsdale gets a 6 from Steve. We'll go to Nathan on this one. David De Gea.
I don't remember him doing too much. I don't remember him saving a lot. You know what? I'm just going to give it a 5. It was all today. It's a 5. I'm getting a 5.
All right, De Gea gets a 5 today. Gabriel, Steve.
Gabriel, again, last few weeks he's been a little bit, a little bit dodgy on the ball. Again, he was the same today, but again, he was one of these players that it grew into the game, and he was a lot better in the second half. And really, the Man United forwards never got too much of a look in, and unless your name was Cristiano Ronaldo, I mean, he looked dangerous all the time. But apart from that, there wasn't a lot for him to worry about. So, yeah, I normally start people as a 5, and then I think I'm going to stick with him as a 5 because I don't think he did anything wrong, and he wasn't amazing at the same time. So I'll give him a 5.
Gabriel gets a 5. Garth, Raphael Varane.
Straight 4. Completely at fault for that first goal. And like completely at fault for that first goal. Entirely his fault. And I was saying about one of my mates offline, I'm beginning, like, it's first season, so we've got to give him next year as well, but I'm beginning to wonder whether he can handle the Premier League. Like, he misses a lot of crosses coming in. He misses a lot. So we'll wait and see next season when he's got a better team around him. But yeah, 4 for me. Straight 4.
Straight 4 for Varane.
Yeah. Totally agreed.
Benjamin
White, Steve.
Yeah, I thought White was very good today. He was very good on the ball. He's bringing out it from the defence quite a few times. We've seen that from a lot of him recently. He stopped doing it. He was doing it today. Again, they was just letting him do it, but he found the spaces and was bringing it forward. He was good in defence. They never really got much of a looking on that side, on his right hand side. So I think he was the better of the 2 centre halves today. So I'm going to give him a 6.
It's 6 from Steve. Victor Lindelof, Nathan.
He was all right. I don't remember looking at the goals. I don't remember him making the mistakes. I think, like Garth was saying, Varane was a mistake for the first one. Then Tellez kind of missed that. To be fair, Lindelof didn't really have the best of game. We let him 3 goals anyway. So to be fair, I'm going to give him a 5. Getting a 5.
5 for Lindelof.
So I just don't understand why he's sitting there and he doesn't play at all ever.
Cedric, Steve.
Yeah, I thought Cedric played well today. I thought he was sturdy. I thought he come in. I was a little bit surprised to see Tommy Asher on the bench, but him starting. But in some ways, I thought about it, and it's good to give players if they're not doing much wrong. And he really hasn't done much wrong. He's last couple of games he hasn't been up to Cedric's standard the last 10. But does he need to be dropped? Probably not. He probably won't play the next game. But he was very good today. Again, his tackling was good. He was defending well. He was getting down the line well. And you could see that when he came off the pitch, there was a massive standing ovation for him today, and he deserved it. And I'm giving him a 7.
Wow,
7 for Cedric.
Cedric played 7, did he? Steve,
Someone's on a high after the win.
I ain't even got started yet.
Dallo.
absolutely.
I've got it scribbled out about 4 times his score. I'm going 4. I'm going 4 of him as well because it just shows how bad our defence is. We need basically a whole back line. It's so bad. Like, he's all right going forward. Yeah, he hit the crossbar with a lovely shot, but I don't need my right backs doing that. I need my right backs defending, and he can't. And obviously the flip of that is Aaron Wan-Bissaka can't attack. So yeah, I think 4. Actually 5. I'll go 5. 4's a bit harsh. He is a bit harsh. 4. 5 for Dallo. That's what I mean. I've had it scribbled in and out like 4 or 5 times. It's about 5 for Dallo.
Agreed.
Oh, where's he gone? There you go. Tavares.
This is like a very difficult one to mark. He went from a 2 at one point. I was saying you're getting a 2 when I come, and you're getting a 2 because the amount of times he gave the ball away, the amount of times he was just running and bouncing off players and giving the ball back to Manchester United. I was screaming at the TV. Then there was other times where he was bombing down the left. And he was looking dangerous. He got a couple of crosses in, and he scored the goal. So it was like he was just very difficult to mark today, and he got his goal. I'm going to take a mark off for the celebration because that was ridiculous. That has to be that have to be marked off.
Like
I don't think he'll ever go back and watch.
Knee.
I don't think he'll ever go back and watch that goal again after that
The
celebration.
physio is going to be wincing.
Yeah. But yeah, he's a difficult one. He got his goal, but he was so I don't know.
I know.
You can't
Don't really make that much difference. He was terrible today.
You can't.
Terrible.
He got his goal and looked dangerous going
very
forward,
poor.
and he defended well at times. Yeah,
Dangerous
did.
going forward. He hit that ball
very
into the top of the stands at least 3 times. He'd be a good place kicker for a rugby team, mate.
No way
Yeah.
you're going to give him a good result. Give him a good
Yeah, he was awful.
goal. He is no good.
Do you want to mark? Are you going to mark him for me? I
I'll
won't.
give him a 4.
I won't mark this
I'll
one.
give him a 4. I'll bring him
Yeah.
up to a 4 because he got
3.
a goal. And that's all I would do. I can't give him any more. But what would you give him, Steve?
I was going to give him. Before I get interrupted, I was going to turn around. No matter what he did up front, he's a defender, and you can't give the ball away, and you can't give away silly penalties. So 4. But thank you for your, a little bit to help me out. I will really appreciate it.
I should have waited there. I should have waited a bit before I said
A
anything.
4 for Tavares. Yeah, he was shocking today. And I'll play him in the next game though. I'll definitely play him in the next game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll play him through it. Mate, it was terrible. It couldn't get any worse. You couldn't get any
Well,
worse.
he won
today.
2 games
He's
as
worse.
well, eh?
He's worse than against Nottingham Forest. He's worse than against Liverpool. So yeah, no, I'll play him through it. Like he's got to be on a high. Like he got through it. He got through it. That's all
He had his couple of Tavares standards.
There was a couple of nice things.
Yeah,
But this is way outweighed by the bad.
I thought I give you. When they do nice things, he's young. You do need to he might be watching. You don't know. You might be watching.
Yeah, he could be watching.
So it's good. It's good to give him that little bit of confidence. And but it wasn't great.
He weren't. Tellez.
He's weak, mate. He's not good enough. Just defensively, just weak. I'm looking at us going, I need Shaw back. Like, that's how I feel. Like, we need Shaw back. Tellez is not ready to start for United every week. And that's why he didn't start when he first came. I can see it. I could see it from when he's got a run of games. I was thinking, I'm going to see more. But there actually isn't more. There isn't more from him. This is him. So I like to send him back, let him go back to where he came from and enjoy himself back there, because he obviously was looking at going back in it. So it'd be good for us to sell him. He's a 5. He didn't do more than a 5 for me. Not good enough at all.
So it's a 5. Granit Xhaka, Steve.
Absolutely, like Chelsea, outstanding. We might have gone to guard best player on the pitch. Schooled Man United's midfield. Bruno couldn't get near him. McTominay didn't get near him. Absolutely schooled them.
Is he reverse psychology in us, isn't he?
What's going on here? I'm in the twilight zone.
Nah.
He's
No, go. I don't know if you're watching BT Sport after the game and listen to Rio Ferdinand, listen to Martin Kieron, listen to the managers. Seriously, I don't know what, but okay, fair enough. You got your views. He was outstanding. He was nearly man of the match. He never put a foot wrong. He was passing the ball through. He never put an absolute fault, and he scored an absolute worldie. And
that's true.
And people still want to put him down. The guy's been outstanding all season. And it was with McTominay and Xhaka, it was a man against a boy. And it stood out so much, it was just embarrassing for him. And he gets a 9.
Wow. Wow.
9 for Granit Xhaka.
Wow. Wait, can I please make a little...
You couldn't touch him. You couldn't touch him today. You could not get near him. You couldn't touch him.
We were putting you guys under so much of the cosh. You were giving us the ball back so much through the first half and the second half. Lost the ball for fun. He gets a yellow card when he shouldn't.
Oh my God! He got a yellow card.
He scores a great goal. But overall performance, man.
Nah, you're not watching it, man. Nah, seriously. You got to watch it again. You got to go back and watch it again. You're not. No.
Mate, that was the most stupid yellow card I've seen.
They're going to give us, they want to give us a goal.
Go and tell. If you find 2 passes that he gives him away, right, I'll come on this
All right.
this show
All
with a
right,
Man
Steve.
United shirt on next week.
All right, Steve. All right.
Rubbish.
Played the night.
It's a
Played the
big,
night. That's the best he can play.
big shouts here.
Unbelievable.
Oh, big shout.
Big
Nine means
shouts.
that's really like the top of his ever performance he's ever been able to play. Is that really how good you think he played? I'm sure he's played better than these games.
It's not just me; it's everybody behind me and in the studios and the commentators and McManaman, and they're all saying it's not just me. I
Did
would
you
have
get
thought.
man of the match?
Yeah, I think it was Odegaard who got it.
All right, so
Odegaard got a 10 then. Okay, all right.
McManaman know more than me. Who used to say he does?
Got a 10, innit?
Nathan, what do you prefer? Nah, I thought it was going to be a comment about what we're talking about now. To keep it on that subject. All right, where we at? All right, Scott McTominay.
Go on, Gar.
no, I mean it's another standard Scott McTominay performance, isn't it? That is Scott McTominay, yeah. Like that is what he's about. Like
Absolute pants.
yeah, absolute pants. I mean, I've got him at a 5, but only because
Exactly what I was saying. Exactly.
Yeah.
What I was 5.
done nothing.
All right, Scott McTominay gets a 5. Who we got next? We have got Mohamed El Nene.
Again, he was a bit Tavares-y like. You know, he was getting the ball. He was giving the ball away a few times, and that meant Man United were coming back on us. And that was a lot of the problems. That's when Man United were causing us problems, when Tavares and Elneny just for some reason just kept, putting us under pressure all the time. But again, he does a job in there, and he did do a job. And again, in the second half, he improved. Believe me, I don't want him there every week, but he does a job for us. And again, like I said, if they start at a 5, he come on. He wasn't great. He wasn't as bad as Tavares, who we give a 4. So he's got to get a 5.
All right, 5
Agreed.
for Mohamed El Nene.
I'll say between 5 and 6, but yeah.
Nemanja Matic.
I think he did his job. How he always does his job.
He was decent. He was decent.
Yeah, he done what he's supposed to do. But obviously, if the rest of the team ain't doing what they're doing, it doesn't make much difference when you're playing that position. So, comes on with a 6. I'm going to give him a 6. I don't think he's worse. He didn't play bad. He didn't play great. He just played I guess nothing more in it. Not good or bad. It's no negative, no positive. So let's stick with 6. I'm giving him a 6. Fair result.
Yeah.
Did okay.
All right. 6 for Matic. Mine, Odegaard, Steve.
Well, he was incredible today. He was a thorn in there in Man United's side, midfield, up front, defence, the whole game. His passing, his ability to know where players are, before anyone else does. There was balls playing into him. He's flicking them off, without even thinking. And the Man United defence would just go, well, what happened there? Where'd that go? And then players are running off him, and it was just he was fantastic today.
Not to mention Meg's in Varane.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, I mean, you can't compare Bruno and Odegaard. They're different levels, absolute different levels.
Totally.
I'm not saying as if Bruno was at his best and Odegaard was his best,
form, yeah.
But on form, this guy starts every. This guy would start every week. So yeah, 9 for me. 9.
Yeah, he's played well. Well.
All right. 9 for Martin Odegaard. Bruno Fernandes. Top game.
Oh, he was outstanding, wasn't he?
Big fat 3, mate, for Bruno. Big fat 3 for Bruno Fernandes.
Dead.
Yeah, mate.
Off the pitch. I was like, listen, come off that pitch. Get Mata on now.
You said that for ages.
Yeah, I can't deal with these penalties anymore either. This like just run up and hit the ball into the back of the net. I can't deal with this nonsense. Like have a little dance, a little jig before you get near the ball. Like what is going on? Just pump it into the back of the net. That winds me up. It winds, especially when you miss them. You look like an absolute. Anyway, yeah. Plonker. You look like an absolute plonker when you miss it. I mean, I don't know what you're saying, Nate, but 3 for me for Fernandez.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say 4, but when you said 3, it kind of made me feel, yeah, you know what, I'm going with 3 because he was so bad. And I'm like, you can't be expected to be this bad. I mean, this good. You're supposed to be so much better. You're supposed to be able to drag the United side, and he's just dragging us down. He's like, he gives away free balls, unopposed balls, that stupid passes. You're like, Bruno, you're better than that, though. You can't give them kind of balls away and say it's okay because I'll set up a goal. No, you set up a goal like De Bruyne would, and De Bruyne don't pass them balls. So get rid of them. Get rid of them type of passes out of your game, and you'll be all right. Flipping joke, mate. Absolute joke.
Do you think, Nave? Do you think that he's been asked to do too many jobs?
No, I don't.
What I'm saying is that I always think that if you've got a flair player, you're asked, like Ronaldo's been told he's the man who scores the goals and he don't do really much else, does he? Well, apart from that, which is, I don't mean that he don't do much else. He's the best in the world, he's the greatest there's ever been, but that's his job. I think Bruno seems to be in defence. He seems to be in over the left back. I've seen him over the right back. I've seen him. Why can't he? Wouldn't it be better if he was just like fed the ball and say, look, there, Bruno, go and do your stuff, what you're good at. Stop all this defence. Because I think that's affecting his game. But I'm not a Man United.
That's what he's always done, isn't it? He's always done that and played that way. So it's not like, he's not playing well because he's done that. I think you're right. He should be playing in his position. But the reason why he's not is because the rest of the team is so poor that he's thinking, I've got to do more to go and do this for them and do that there. I've got to do this. He does that in this game. So I don't think it's a reason why he's playing poorly.
Yeah. So should he be given a break by Man United fans?
A break in terms of come off the pitch and be on the bench?
Of his performances. To say, turn around and say, because you're not.
No.
Do you know what I'm trying to say, didn't you?
Yeah, he should be given no break. When he's on the ball, there's no excuse for booting the ball up the pitch, like forcing a pass that's never on, forcing back, miscontrolling the ball. That's how you lot scored. And then Xhaka scored because his stupid control on the edge of the box with his underneath his foot, which is one of the easiest controls, and then it goes behind him, and the player takes it, and then Xhaka scores. I'm like, Bruno, you're not even under pressure. And you've lost. He's done that a few times this season where we've lost. He's lost the ball and it's resulted in a goal. It's too much, mate. It's too much. You can't be doing that. Just get yourself up the field and start messing. Get on the bench. Actually, let Mata play in front of you because he'll show you how to keep the ball. He might not run around like you, but it'll show you how to keep the ball and how to probe at the right times. And the retention that's what you need from a team and a player. And we're missing that massively.
All right. Saka.
Yeah. I mean, I said in the preview that if Arsenal, those front three tick, then I don't think Man United can handle them, especially Saka ticks. And he ticked, didn't he? Oh, he ticked. I don't know what this guy can become. He can be anything, this bloke. I mean, is he far off an 100 million player already? I don't know. Maybe he is if to sell him. I don't think Arsenal would take less than anything over less than 100 million for him. And God knows what we've got to come. He was a constant today, a constant thorn in their side. He obviously was playing in his right position. That all they had to do was foul him, and if to stop him, he got his penalty. He took it. With aplomb, and he was just excellent. He was excellent, and I don't know what more you got to say. He's run out of superlatives for this guy, and I'm just so excited to see what we got to come from him for next season. Is like, especially if we get another couple of a striker, ran next to him. It's just going to be, he's going to step up another level. So today, 9.
9 for Saka.
I'd have given him like an 8, but yeah, he played really, really well. And I really liked watching him, even though
he's a baller. He's a straight baller, There's no two ways about it.
Yeah. Jadon Sancho.
Oh, well, if you're going, I'm going to say I think he was the only guy that looked like he wanted to do something for us. Is the only guy who was doing things, but you need someone to bounce off afterwards. He beat in one or two men. Meg's in next man, and there's no one to play it to. He's got to come back and give it to someone again and go, let's start again then. All that hard work for nothing. Looks up, no one's in the box. There's nothing he can do. I think he played very well, but you can't really give him more than a 6. I'm pushing to try and give him a 7, but I can't because we didn't really do a lot. And he's our only shining light, really. And it's like it must be so frustrating for him because it's just no one else to play with. I'm like, please bring on Lingard because he's the only one who'd kind of like try and pop and run and try and get in the box. I don't care. I want Lingard on now. I don't want to see Bruno doing this stupidness. There's only options on the bench. I can't see anything apart from Mata and Lingard to come on and at least try a bit more than what we're doing. So yeah, I'm giving him a 6, a high 6. So,
Yeah, exactly the same.
So 6. Jadon Sancho. Eddie Nketiah.
Yeah, again, very similar to a few players today. Started a little bit, and I was thinking that maybe this game's a little bit too big for him, but he grew into it. There was times where I felt he was sort of like a bit slow coming out when we was doing the press. He was probably the one who wasn't getting across. He was doing that a little bit more in the second half. Look, we need better. And he didn't do a lot today, Eddie, but he worked very, very hard. He worked very hard, and without sort of, getting any shots on goal, and apart from the one that was obviously, offside, given as which was, it was a offside. But I'm going to give Eddie for his work rate today, really, a 6.
did he not score? He didn't score, did he, in the end?
No, that was the offside. Well, yeah, it would come a penalty, weren't it?
Yeah.
I was going to give him like a 7, but I'll give him a 6. You're right.
Yeah,
Anthony Elanga.
Langa's on a 5. It's similar to Sancho for me. Langa, he's got nothing like he ain't a Sancho level player, if you know what I mean. So he can't do as much as Sancho, but he runs, he picks up the ball, he puts in a bit of effort, and then there's nothing around him. So I can't give him much lower than a 5. To be fair, it's a 5. Yeah, nothing gained from him.
5 for Elanga.
Yeah, agreed. He's less than what Sancho did, but he's the one who tried. Yeah.
Smith Rowe.
Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't seem the same. He was a lot. Again, he didn't do much. He didn't do too much today. Again, without repeating himself too much, he works hard, but there wasn't really much going on from him apart from his work rate. I mean, he still needs. I don't know if he's still a little bit unfit from his injury, and then having a few subs appearances, and whether he's got into that, stride yet. But he was all right today. He was okay. I give him. Yeah, I give him a standard 5.
Oh, just so you know, Steve, you better find a Man United shirt, mate. Xhaka misplaced 3 passes in that game.
All right.
I'll take the Weldy. The haircut.
No. You said it live, mate. You're going to wear a Man United shirt next week on this show. If we could find 2 or more misplaced passes, it's free. So.
That's all right.
Ronaldo. Knife.
Just going to go all day frozen.
Yeah, I thought it.
He was the best player. He was your best player. He was your best player.
He was working hard. He looked sharp. He looked really good, to be fair. I'm going to give him a 7. He got his goal because he's good movement in the box. And he tried his best. And he always looked dangerous. And that's the good thing. And he didn't miss to give up the ball, away the ball all the time. He looked like he was on it, wanting to make something happen. It's just the rest of our team, again, weren't good enough. And You know, if you want a Cristiano like this, it's lovely to see, because at this age, to still be able to put in performances and still continue scoring against all these teams, it just says a lot for him, innit? Being so far ahead of everyone, even at 37, it's ridiculous. So give it a 7. Give him a 7.
That's how bad our team. That's how bad our team is.
37, but he's still one of the best forwards in Europe, though. It's not just Man United. He's still one of the best. Like,
I don't mean to like say it on a Man United thing, but what would you do without him, guys? Seriously, where would you be without him?
And if you've got Man City this year, he'd have 30 goals already, I reckon, if he'd been at Man City this year. Like if he's scoring what's he got for us? 16 now, is it? Yeah, he'd easily have 30 for Man City at the moment.
Yeah.
So
and it says it all. Gabriel Martinelli.
Yeah, he came on, and I was glad that he came on because I thought he would cause, the Man United defence trouble. But when he came on, obviously there's not much of the game to go for him to get into it. So yeah, when we have subs, I'm just happy that they come on and do their job, and he did. So he can't really go 6, but so I've got to give him a 5, but a good 5, the highest mark you can give for a sub. So 5.
Martinelli with a 5. Rashford.
I mean, it's going to be the same for all of our subs. I would have thought.
Yeah,
5s.
Yeah, no one's done anything, have they?
No one's done anything.
I can't even remember anyone doing anything when they
That's
came
what
on.
I mean. I remember Mata and Lingard almost linking up once on about the 94th minute. You know what I mean? So
it says how bad your game was if you remember them almost.
Almost. Lingard almost got into the box. You know what I mean? It was god awful.
Rob Holding 5. What did I say when Rob Holding came on? Nate, done. Game's over. Shut up shop. It's finished. It's finished. When Rob Holding comes on to get the game, might as well just blow the whistle because the game's done.
Absolute joke of a game, man.
All right. So, quick one, Garth and Nathan. Thoughts on the game for the rest of the season? Surely you want to see a bit more to the end of the season.
No, I don't want to see anything more. Can we postpone the Man United show till the end of the season? I know obviously we're on the Man United show right now, but seriously, we're in trouble, mate. We're in big trouble. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna be saying the nonsense about every player because it's gonna be negative. We're gonna lose all the rest of the games. I can see maybe 1 or 2 games left that we could possibly win. The rest we're gonna lose. That's how bad it is. I'm just going into these games, there's no excitement there. I know we're going to play bad football. We're never going to play anything quick and nice and cut people open. You guys, I can see you making runs. Everyone's trying to make runs in behind, and the timing of the crosses, you lot going forward are nice. Just defensively, you're not good enough. And the same with us. We're defensively not good enough, but our defense is just as bad as our attacking right now. So we're that's how bad we are. But you guys have got something to work towards. You get some more better defenders in, and then you guys are looking at something, because you've got 2 banks of attacking threes pretty much that are very good. Well, pretty good. You can continue improving that. But man, I like the players you got up there. I don't like what we're seeing what we're looking at.
What we got left? Chelsea, Brentford, Brighton, and Palace. We're losing all 4, I reckon.
Telling you, mate, we're struggling.
Yeah, because Palace are doing well. Palace will beat us, I reckon, last day of the season. Yeah. Brighton will beat us. We're away at Brighton. Yeah. Maybe we get a point or 3 points against Brentford at home. Exactly. That's it. We're not beating Chelsea.
It's a nightmare, mate. It's a nightmare. Yeah. We can't end the season soon enough. Seriously.
Pick it back up when we're in Melbourne for the friendlies. We'll just call it now. I can give you the player ratings for the next 4 games, mate. 5s all the way down.
Exactly. And 4.
All right. And quickly from you, Steve. West Ham next week, Leeds, and then the big game is Tottenham against Arsenal. That's going to be an absolute humdinger of a game, a season decider. if Arsenal don't mess it up in these next 2 games against West Ham and Leeds, which is massive games coming up.
Yeah. I mean, what a difference. 3 games ago, we played Burnley, we was playing Southampton and Brighton, and we was wondering where our season was going and how it ended. But 2 games later, 7 goals against two of the biggest sides you're ever going to come up against, and we seem like we're getting back to that form that we had before the 3 games that we lost. So yeah, very confident for the West Ham game, very confident for the other games that are coming up, the Leeds game, and very confident against the Tottenham. They won't want to be playing us on that form. Important thing is that we continue this. I mean, if these 2 games can't give you confidence to go on and get that Champions League spot, which arguably that we are the weakest squad out of the 6, then it'll be an incredible achievement from Arteta. But look, it's Tomiyasu now. I mean, he came on today. He looked good. He looked fit. He was only on for about a minute, but he got down that line straight away. So I can see him starting there. He will be back. Still very worried about the left back, and we are players short. But look, we've beat Chelsea 4-2. We beat Man United today 3-1. Let's go on and to take 1 game at a time. And hopefully we'll be on Wednesday nights, and we'll be hearing that music again.
Yes, I think that's the hope of every single Arsenal fan out there. Although some will say it's too early to be in a Champions League.
No, they don't. Really?
You're talking about absolute garbage.
No way, of course it's not.
Absolute garbage. They're not thinking, but this is a conversation for Tuesday. Or on our end of season preview, which I'm sure we'll probably do a shared one. Combined
but it'd be okay because we can switch the Man United show to Wednesday nights.
Thursdays.
No, they'll be playing
because they'll be playing. Sorry. Yeah,
mate. I wonder if we're going to make. I wonder if we're going to make UEFA Cup. Europa League. I really
Conference
do.
League.
I don't think we're going to make that. I think we're going to end up 9th. I really. That's what I'm saying.
Points. You got 4 points on Wolves.
Nah, mate. Wolves are
we're going to lose the next 4 games, though. That's what I'm saying. If we lose the next 4 games, mate, I reckon we're going to be in trouble. I really do. Our confidence is so low, man. Our team is so rubbish. I can't see it, man. Poor old Ten Hag must be looking at this and just crying into his cornflakes every morning now.
Do you know what gave me the impression today that there was loads of players on that pitch that's thought, well, I'm not here next season. No, I'm not asked.
Nah,
it's been like that.
There was a little bit of that. Do you know what I mean? It was like, or they was nervous to what Ten Hag was going to do, or whether they was going to get rid of him or not.
They're not good enough. I don't. You know what's weird is I obviously when I hear that, I find it hard to accept because
the
club I've always tried my hardest. Like I'm playing football. You don't give up in the game. Like I just think they're not good enough. I think that they so not good enough that's how their performance goes. Like it's their morale that goes down. It's not like I'm not trying. Something else is like a mind thing that's killing them.
See, I won't say they're not trying, but I would agree with Steve. I don't think they're putting in 100%. I really don't. I think that's a couple of weeks for me now where I'm not saying that they're doing it on purpose or anything, but I just think their morale and confidence is so low. The whole Man United team.
Do you think Sancho's not putting in 100%?
All right. Sorry. So yeah, but that's the exception to the rule. I'll give you. Cristiano's is Cristiano. Bruno's definitely not. Bruno's not putting in 100%.
No, he's not playing well, but he's working hard, right?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not getting 100% of Bruno. We're not getting 100% of Bruno. I'm not saying he's doing it on purpose. I'm saying his confidence is so low.
Can I ask if someone Garth, if someone else offered you 50 million for Bruno now, would you take it?
No, not 50 mil. No, he's still like we had yesterday. He's still top assist and goal scoring midfielder over the last 2 years in the top 5 leagues of Europe. He's having a bad patch. That's all. That's what I mean. I'm not saying these boys are doing it on purpose. I just think our confidence is so low and our morale is so low.
This is what I mean, Garth. This is what I mean, though, Garth. Like it's not the work rate levels. It's not putting it in. It's performance is crap. Like Rashford at times, he's not putting 100% because I think that's hurt his morale's gone so low that he's like thinking so much that he's not chasing it all the time. So sometimes there's a delayed reaction to start running, and then he starts running too late, and it's not even worth it. But then when I see Lingard running around, I see Mata trying, I see Ronaldo, I see Delo, I see them all working hard, but they're not good enough. They ain't.
I see where you're coming from.
They ain't got enough tank to work hard either. So their hard work is not like a Kante's hard work. They'll never get to Kante's level because they just ain't got that engine. Like Pogba, he tries, but he just ain't got legs to run around like that. His legs will turn to flipping metal. That's what happened to me. They turn lead and you're finished. You can't move. He's got legs like that. It's not trying. That's what in my mind, if you get what I mean. It's a different type of feeling.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
That's why I'm not using the words not trying. What I'm saying is I don't think we're getting 100% out of these players. For whatever reason it is, like we're not getting that 100% out of them. We're really not. So, and it's hurting us bad. It really is. But yeah, I know what you mean. This is what I mean. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other in it. We're basically saying the same thing. It's like our confidence is. We are bereft of confidence, and it's showing in these players on the pitch.
Yeah,
it certainly is. Man United's season is over, as Nathan and Garth say, and Arsenal, it's very much back on. If you are watching on any of the other platforms, make sure you come over to KS1 TV and the Man United show and hit that subscribe button. If you're a first-time viewer, if you're a regular, make sure you press that like so you can see on the algorithm that you're enjoying the show. If you're not watching on Facebook, because I'm banned. So
are we still banned?
Still waiting to find out what I've even done.
You big naughty boy.
I'm a bit of a bad boy. I'm a bit of a bad boy. Yeah. A lovable rogue. Right. Thanks for joining us tonight, people, or today, people. Goodbye, Akbar. Thank you for subscribing. Awesome Gamer. Make sure you
thanks,
subscribe.
Awesome Gamer.
Make sure you subscribe. Coming over to both of them. I hope you enjoyed the watch along. All right, people. Thanks for joining us today. Arsenal with a 3-1 victory.
Oh, you just had to, didn't you?
Thanks for reminding us.
Come on, the Arsenal! Come on! Yeah! Peace out, people. Peace, mate. And enjoy match of the day, Arsenal fans.
Good
time. Come on, you Gunners.
Good.